Hello everyone. So today I'm going to teach you on how to fill out the form I-129F, the petition for alien fiancé. So remember, this petition I-129F is not only for K1 and K2, but you can use this form also for your K3 and K4. So meaning K1 and K2, meaning those who are fiancé, but K3 and K4, that you K3 is a spouse with the children, okay, or with your children. So now I'm going to show you, since I show you already with my other video on how to fill out the form. So I mean how to find the forms of the USCIS. So all you have to do is watch this. Okay, so what we have here, make sure your the expiration will fit. Like for example, this one, the expiration is 11/30/2020. So meaning the expiration for this is this November 30, 2020. So this form is still fine. It's still okay. So another thing, there is stated here for USCIS use only. So meaning this is for the USCIS. You don't need to fill this out. So as you can, so the information, the alien registration number, for example, if you arrive in the US and you become a citizen, so I'm sure you petitioner have registration number. Okay, so you will put it here, the A number. You can find your A number on your know what to, those who are petitioning. But anyway, we will talk about the U.S. citizen itself. So U.S. citizen that is really by birth. Okay. So let's say your U.S. citizen is your husband, which was born in here in the U.S. So USCIS online account, you have to put it here, but if you don't, just leave it blank, okay? Or you can type it there, none or none here, okay? And then let's go up. Here, U.S. Social Security number, you petitioner, Social Security number here, okay? Next is, since you're going to petition, since we will base all of this by our experience, so K1 visa, so we're applying for K1 visa, okay? Just check it there, the 4A, which is fiancé. Then if you're going to apply as a spouse, so check spouse. So next is here, you petitioner, you have to write it here, your last name. Say for example, Lee. The given name is Victor and the middle name is James. Okay? So provide the names you have used, including aliases. So if you don't have any aliases, so all you have to do is put it none, none, none. Okay? So it's up to you if you will write it there NA. But us, it's anyway, it's based on our experience. So I put it there none. Then mailing address, so in care of, so petitioner, it should be your name, full name, Victor James Lee. Then street number, for example, it's 1000. Then if you're not in apartment, so you have to put it none. Then what city? South Haven. And state a key, for example, then the zip code is 9000. The province, if you don't have province, just put it there, none. And then the postal code is none. Country is USA, okay? Then at the bottom here, it stated, is your current mailing address the same as your physical address? So put it there, check it there, yes. If not, check no, okay? Next is part 1, continuation for part 1. It stated here your physical address. For example, if you can type like what I have here, your physical address last 5 years. So when you live before in the other place or other state, so you can write it here. You can even write it here. You don't have to type in your computer. You can write it legibly. Use black ball pen. Always remember, use black ball pen and write it legibly, that the people in the USCIS who will check on your papers can read it. Okay? Write the street, write the floor, or write the state that you've been, the zip code. If you have the province, put it there, the postal code. The country is the US, and the date that you've been. You've been there for last 5 years. You have to write the date, and then here you can write it here also the year and the month. Okay, that you are not living in that place. So the physical, to put it here, the street number that you live, then the floor, if you don't have, no, just put it none. Then the city or the town, then the place, the state that you live, petitioner, and the zip code. If you don't have province, just put it there, none, none. Don't leave it blank, okay? Then country, which is USA. So the date that you live in that country, in that city, and then put it there present. Instead the date, instead the month, date, and year, just put it there present. Okay. Then let's go back here. Then your employment history. For example, you're working in FedEx, or you're working in Old Dominion, or you're working in the Delta Airlines. So put in there, and then the street, then put the floor, then write the city where you're working and what state it is. Then put the zip code, then put none and none if no provinces, and postal code. Then the country is USA, since you're in the USA. So your occupation specify, for example, you're a driver, so put it there, driver. Physical address, so I stated number 2, so just put it there, none, 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 none. Okay? Don't leave it blank. Here, part 1, information. Information about you. So, continue. Employer date. So, for example, if you're working in the Delta airline or any place, you have to put it there, the start date that you've been, put it the month, the date, and the year. Then employment and since you don't transfer any job or any company, just put it there present instead the month, date, and year. So, put it there, gender. So, put it there, male. If you're the petitioner is a male, put it male. If you're not, if you're female, then put it female. Date of birth, then put your date of birth. Then, if you are divorced, put divorce. If you're single, put single. Then the city that you were born. So put it there. For example, Mount Olympus. That's Mount. For example, that's Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus. For example, that's Mount Olympus. Then, after you put it there, or the city that you were born, then the province, if you were born in the province, put the province, but if not, just put it none. Next is country of birth, USA. Then information about your parents. Parents 1, so meaning your dad. So put the name of your dad in there. Wait, I have to click that. Wait. For example, your family name, the family name of your dad is Lee, like yours. Then the name, the given name, and the middle name, for example. Then the date of birth of your dad, the dad of the petitioner, since this form is for petitioner. So then the gender is male. Then country of birth, USA. Then the city that your dad was born, the city that your dad were born, and then the country of residence, which is USA. Then we will go back to the other side, which is the parents number 2. Who is the parents number 2? That's the mom of, that's your mom, okay? For example, the family name of your mom before she get married to your dad. Sinclair, for example, Sinclair, the family name, and then the name of your mom, Stacy, and then her middle name is Pearl. So write her month of birth, then the date and the year. Then the gender is female. Then the country of birth is USA. Then the city that and the country of residence, which is USA. Have you ever been married? If you haven't even ever been married, like for example, if you click divorce, so click here. Then you have to state the name of your ex-wife, the given name, and the middle name. For example, if you get married twice or 4 times, so you have to put it at the last page. You have to put it there, the item number, the page, and the part. Since this is a part 1, so put it there, part 1, item number 37, and page number 3, for example, or number 2. And then put the date that your marriage was ended, okay? The date that you were really confirmed that you're divorced. And then here, your citizenship information. So date, birth in the United States. Since we base on our experience, so my husband, for example, he is really born in the US, so birth in the United States. But if you just get a US citizenship, you're from other country, you check the naturalization, okay? Have you obtained a certificate of naturalization? If not, so just click no. If yes, so just click yes. Then now we are in page we are in page number 4. So it's still in part 1. So continue. So certificate number of your birth certificate. If you can see it in your birth certificate, okay? You petitioner, you can see it in your birth certificate. Place of issuance, you can see it there, and also the date of issuance of your birth certificate, okay? Then here, additional information. Have you ever filed Form I-129F for any other beneficiary? If you never been, so just click it there. No. And then here, at the bottom, if you click yes, so put the alien number of the person that you've been petitioned before. Then put the family name, the given name, and the middle name. Don't lie because they can see it that you petitioned some other person before. So don't ever lie. Just write it here. Anyway, it did not harm on your on the present petition that you file, that she were approved or not, so you have to put it here, okay? Then what is it approved? Is it approved that you will the filing that you've been before, or is it denied, or is it rebuke or rebuke, or how do you read that? Okay, so just put it there. If that was denied before, then click denied, and if it was approved, then approved. Mostly those who petition again, they petition again because they were denied before, but it's the same person. For example, if it's the same person, it's still the same person that you're applying for now, so you have to write the name of your fiancé, okay? Again here, but if it's different person, so it's okay, just write it there. It didn't bother anyway. It did not hurt your petition with your present the present person that you're petitioning. So if you answered yes, so you have here another thing. What action? Oh, here. Do you have any children under 18? For example, for us. So for us, we don't have. My husband don't have under 18 years old of age of kid. So he needs to put it there. No. But if you have under 18 years old daughter or son, so you have to put it there, yes. And then you have to put it there the age of your children. Okay? If you have more than 3 children, you have more than 2, so you will put it there. Item number, part 1, item number 48, item number 48, part 1, then page 4. Okay? In the last page. There is a last page in here. I will tell you what I'm talking about later. Hey, quiet. And then, here, so you have to put it here also. Provide the U.S. states of foreign countries in which you have resided since your 18th birth. For example, since 18th birth, provide the U.S. states and foreign countries in which all U.S. states. For example, state. For example, you put it here. Let's say the state provide all. So for example, if you live in this place and the country is USA, just put it there. For example, that's the state that you reside. For example, Kuya, can you get your sister? It's hard for me. You okay? No. Where is your Kuya RJ? Kuya RJ, get your sister for a while. I need to finish this. Now let's go to... Sorry, it goes up. Will you minimize the volume of the TV, please? Here we are in number 4. Residence number 2, for example, if you've been in other countries, so you can write it there, but if not, just put it there, none. Okay? And then another thing, part 2, information about your beneficiary. So this is the beneficiary, which is your fiancé or your wife. Okay. Family name, then the given name, then the middle name. Then alien number, since your wife or your fiancé is never been in America, so I'm sure she don't have an alien number. So all you have to do is put it there, none. U.S. Social Security. So since she never been in America, so just put it there, none. It's up to you if you will put it there, NA or none. But based on our experience, we put it there, none. Date of birth of your fiancé. So for example, 01/20/1980. Then the gender is female. If your fiancé is male, then put it there, male. Marital status, single. If she is married before, she's married, provide it there, but this is in the spouse visa anyway, if you click married. But if she is divorced, put it divorce or annulled if she is from the Philippines. Since we don't have divorce in the Philippines, so it's annulled, I'm sure. So, click divorce. Just put it there, divorce. Or if she's widow or annulled, make sure that you have the paper to present, or you have the annulment paper that you're going to send, including this form to the USCIS, okay? Make sure you have the copy of the annulment paper, and also if your fiancé is widow, make sure that you include the death certificate of her husband or his wife, okay, when you file this petition, so that you don't have to worry anything. But if single, so no problem with it. Just include this petition with the sinumar, meaning sinumar is a certificate of non-marriage or not married, okay, if single. So the city where your fiancé live, Toledo City, and the country of birth, which is Philippines. And then, country of birth, Philippines. Country of citizenship or nationality. Country of citizenship meaning Philippines, and the nationality slash Filipino. Because even if we are Filipina, if we are a woman, we counted as a Filipino. That's why our channel is Filipino-American. Okay. Here, other names used. If your fiancé is widowed or annulled, you can write in here the family name or the last name that she been married, her name and her middle name, okay? If they are widowed or annulled or divorced. So here, part 2. So information about your beneficiary. This is a continuation, okay? So let's say Samantha Paquet Alipin. That's the full name of your in care of name, Samantha Paquet Alipin. So that's your fiancé full name. Then the street, none. If she have, then write in there. The floor, if she have the floor. If she live in an apartment, put the floor. Since I don't have before, so none. Then city or town, Toledo City. Then the zip code. Since we don't have zip code in the Philippines, we have postal code. So just put it there, the postal code. And then the province, for example, the province in Toledo City is Cebu. But if you don't, okay, then the country, which is Philippines. Beneficiary physical address too. If she don't have physical address too, so just leave it. Just write none, 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 none. Don't leave it blank, okay? And the reason why also just ask home apply for petition so that we can save more money, and we have a lot of things going on in here when we arrive, so it's easy anyway, so it's okay. If you have more questions in my video, just ask me, okay? Your beneficiary address history, if she been in other place, like for example me, for example, I live before in Davao City. Then, like for example, here the street, then the floor, none. Then Davao City, then the zip code, none. The province is Davao, then postal code is 2000. Then country, Philippines. Then the date where, for example, if I live before in Davao since 01/20/1980, for example, like that. So it started where I was born. So I just put it there where I was born, 1980. Like for example, this is when I was born. Then your beneficiary employment history. For example, I am a teacher before. So for example, teacher in Toledo City, Cebu. For example, Department of Education, Toledo. Then the street number of where I work. Then none, the floor. Then Toledo City. The town, the zip code is none. Then the province is Cebu. And postal code is 3000. Then the country is Philippines. Then beneficiary occupation, specify, for example, I am a teacher, okay? Date of employment, so after I graduated college, I got a job, for example, June 14, 2006. Then employment end 03/30/2020. For example, you're just done. Your beneficiary is just end her employment when you started to apply for, or after the pandemic, for example. So March 30, 2020, for example. So that's anyway just an example. If your fiancé just ended her job last March, or for example, she just ended her job today, which is August 6, 2020, so you can put in there. So since we're done with part 5, page 5, so let's go down with the page 6. So page 6, part 2, information about your beneficiary. So if your beneficiary don't have any job before, other job than teaching, so put it there, none. Don't leave it blank, okay? Parents information. So I put it here, packet, which is the name of my mother, which is the name of your fiance's mother before she was married to your fiance's dad. Okay? Packet, the last name is Packet, the name is Nora, and then the middle name is Liwanag, and then your fiancé mother date of birth. Then she's a female, then the country of birth, which is Philippines, then the city where she was born, and the country. Okay? Then, let's go down here. Information about your beneficiary. Has your beneficiary ever been previously married? If not, so click no. If yes, so click yes, and then put the last name of your fiance's husband, ex-husband before, and the first name and also the middle name. Then the end or the date, for example, if your fiancé is widow, so that the date that she was widowed, or the death certificate, or the death day of her ex-husband or ex-wife. Okay? So put it the date. Has your beneficiary ever been in the US? If she did, then yes. If not, click no. Okay? Then here, information about your beneficiary parents. So part 1, mostly part 1, you put it there, the name of the father. So last name of the father is Alipin, then his first name is Nardo, and the middle name is Pasinabong. Then the date of birth of your fiance's father. Then click the gender male, then the country of birth Philippines, then Bohol, he was born, and the residency is Philippines. Then another is oops, I click it too much. Is your beneficiary currently in the United States? So click put it here. Okay, you have to enter the address here. But if not, just leave it, just put it none. If your fiancé has ever been in America before, so I'm sure she have an arrival departure or I-94. So you can put the I-94 in here. But if she don't, just put it none. Date of arrival, I'm sure if she been here, so she have a date of arrival before in her history at the port of entry. So put it none. If she don't, just put it none. And then, part 2, still continuation for your beneficiary. So I'm sure while you are filling this out, you have to make sure that you have the copy of the passport of your fiancé. Okay? So here, the date authorized, stay expired. So this is a continuation anyway. So if she been in America, I'm sure she have a history of her I-94. So you have to put the expiration date in there. But if not, just put it there, none. If she never been here, just put none. So the passport number, so you can see this, the passport number of your fiancé. Okay, make sure you have it. You have the photocopy. Then the travel document number, which is still the same of your the passport of your fiancé. Then the country of issuance, which is Philippines, if she is from Philippines. But if she India, or in China, if she is from Saudi Arabia, if she is from Hong Kong or from other country, you have to put the country in here. Expiration date of the passport. So I'm sure you can see this in the biographic picture of biographic page of your fiancé passport. So you can see the expiration date. Does your beneficiary have any children? Like me, since I have kids, so that's why we filed for K2 also. Don't have a kid, so click no. Since I have kids, so I added it here, the name of the kids. For example, Espanol Rec Alipin. For example, the name of the kids, this is just an example anyway. The last name is Espanol, the given name is Rick, and then the middle name is Alipin, because as in the Philippines, we're using the middle name as a middle name, the family name of our mother as our middle name. So the country of birth of the K2 or the derivative is Philippines. Then the date of birth of that kid or that K2 or that derivative. Then does the child reside with your beneficiary? If she is staying with your beneficiary or your fiancé, click it there, yes. If not, then click no. Okay? If your child K2, your fiancé K2 or their derivative is not living with your beneficiary or your fiancé, put the street. If you can't write like this, if you can't write, then all you have to do is write it by pen. Make sure it's black pen and it's legible, that the USCIS staff can read it. Okay? Put the street, the floor, the town, the zip code, the province, the zip code. If not, so just put it there, none. Just write it, okay? Then we have to go back. And address in the United States where your beneficiary intends to live. Meaning, your address, petitioner, must be here, okay? Your address, your street, your floor, the town, the state, the zip code, and your phone number. You make sure the phone number of the petitioner, you petitioner, it should be this. It's your address and your phone number is here. Your beneficiary physical address abroad, meaning her physical address in the Philippines or in other country, that you have to put it here. The street, the floor, the city, the province, the code, and the country. Okay? Then here, at the bottom, your beneficiary's name and address in his or her native alphabet. So since us in the Philippines, we are our language, we understand and speak English as well. We speak Bisaya or any languages that we have. We have Bisaya, we have Tagalog, which is our national language, or Filipino, our national language, and also we speak English. So we don't need a translator because we understand already. So just put it here. We're using the same. We're using the same alphabet as the Americans did. So it was translated already with this alphabet. So all you have to do is put the name, the last name of your fiancé, the first name and the middle name, then the street where she live, the present address where she live, then the city, the province, the postal code, and the country. So here we are now in page 8, which is still part 2, information about, is your fiancé related to you? Meaning no. If she's related to you, so click yes. If she is your wife, then put NA, then click NA, beneficiary is my spouse. Okay, if you are petitioning your spouse, so click spouse. Provide the nature and degree of the relationship. If you are first cousin, second cousin, third cousin like that, or maternal uncle or what, auntie, so put it there. But if not, if you're not related to your fiancé, so put it there, none. Okay? Have you and your fiancé met in person during the last 2 years? So make sure you click it there, yes. Okay? And if she is your spouse, click NA, okay? So now here, we have the questions in here. If you answered yes, so you have to provide in here. So if you meet online, don't put the site in there because they're going to ask you a lot of information. All you have, so say they will ask you the international marriage broker or IMB. So my advice is that you should be, you better put it there. We meet online and we meet in person. Then put the date, state the date that when the time that you meet in person, then please check our photos attachment. Okay, those photos that you are together. That's why put it. Don't forget that. Don't put the site that you meet online. Don't put it there. Did you meet a beneficiary through services of an IMB? So just click it there. No. Okay. Click no. Okay. So that you are sure. Then here, organization of INB. So you have to put it there, none. Just write it by pen or black pen, okay? You don't have to write anything anyway in here if you want, but you can, you just better put it there, none, because that's what we did before. Consular processing information. So your beneficiary will undergo the interview in Manila if she is in the Philippines. So in Manila, the city is Manila and the country is Philippines. But if you are not from Philippines, so I'm sure there is a city. You can research it online, where is the U.S. Embassy in your country. So if you are in China or in Hong Kong, put it there, Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, or India, or any place, okay? Or any country that your fiancé live, okay? Here, just put it none or n dash slash a in a. But us, we base on our experience, so we put it there n a none. Everything is none. So these criminal information questions must be answered. So it's all about you, petitioners. So it stated, have you ever been subject to temporary or permanent protection or restraining order? If you did, click yes. But if not, just click no. Okay? Have you ever been arrested or convicted? If you've been convicted, so click yes. If not, click no. Okay? So now we are in part 3. Other information continuation. So it's all about you again, petitioner. So homicide, murder, if you've been without manslaughter, rape, or abusive. So if you don't, so click no. 3 or more arrest, if you've been, so click yes. If not, just click no. So, but my advice, you better just put it there. No. But if not, anyway, if you've been arrested, you click yes. Make sure you're honest because they can see all the information about you. Okay? Make sure the petitioner and the beneficiary tell the truth when you are applying the USCIS, so that you will not be in trouble during the interview in the US Embassy, okay? Or so that you will not be denied with the National Visa Center. Okay, so multiple filers, waiver request information. So those, it stated multiple filers. For example, you've been apply before with other person, or you apply the same person, so you will click some of this. But if not, no need. So multiple filer, permanent restraining orders, all of that. So just you just leave it, okay? Don't click anything. Biographic information. So since this application is for you, petitioner, so the biographic information, it's all about you. So since my husband is not Hispanic and Latino, so we click it there. X. If he is a Hispanic or Latino, so click here. Race, so my husband is white. If he is Asian, click Asian. If he is Black or African American, click Black African American. So any choices in the race, you can click in here. Okay, based on my husband, so he's white. So here, height, put the height of your husband, or I mean your fiancé, or you petitioner. You petitioner, an inches, for example, then your weight, and then the eye color, which is brown. My husband is brown color, his eyes. And then put the hair, which is bald or brown or sandy or black or gray. You can just click any of this, okay? Here in this side, if you have provided information in the conviction, you will click one of this, but if not, so just leave it. Have you ever been arrested? If you've never been arrested, just click no. If the answer is yes, so provide the information at the bottom, about the, okay? So here, part 5, which is page number 10, petitioner statements, contact, information declaration. So, petitioner statement, I can read. If you are the one who made this, who fill out this form, so just click it there. I can read and understand English. Click this part here. So, here in this side, petitioner's signature. So make sure you will put your signature here. And for example, you made this petition today. You fill out this form. So put it there, your signature and the date. Okay? 08. At the bottom. Part 6, interpreter's contact number. If you don't use any interpreter because you are the one who fill out this form, then just put nan. Others put NA, but mine, based on our application, we put it there, nan. So petitioner's contact number, which is you petitioner, put your data and telephone number, and also your mobile telephone number, and also your email ad, because all the information that they're going to tell you when the USCIS staff read this and they start the process, they will email you, okay? They will email you if your fiancé is needs more information during her interview in Manila, okay? So interpreter's mailing address, so just put it there, nan. So now we are in page number 11, which is part 6. Interpreter's contact number, since you don't use any interpreter, so just put it there, nan. So interpreter's signature, since you can't write anything here, just use black ball pen and write it there legibly, the non-word, okay? Preparer's mailing address, since you don't have any other preparers, so put it there, nan, okay? Preparer's statement. If you are here, contact information declaration, and then the petitioner. If you petitioner is the one who filled this out in this form, you don't have to write your name here because you are the one who prepare the this form. So just write it there, nan. So now we are in page number 7. So prepare a certification. So since you are the one who made this petition, so just write it there, none, and the date signature, none. So now we are in, this is what I have told you in the other page. So we are now in the part 8. So just write your name here legibly, your family name, your given name, and your middle name, petitioner, okay? This is for the petitioner anyway. Then alien number, if you don't have, just put it none, okay? Here in part number 7, as I have told you, page number 7, part 2, and item number 39. So this is what I told you. So let's go back to number 7. What is in there? So this is my K2. Since I have 2 kids, so I write my other 2 kids because there is no space in page number 7 for my another K2 or derivative. So it's page number 7, part 2, and item number 39. What is in there? The family name of the K2, the given name, and the middle name. Then the country of birth. Then the age of the date of birth of the K2, of the second K2. Then the answer that is no is, does beneficiary reside with, does the K2 reside with your beneficiary? So if, for example, does not, oh, if your beneficiary, for example here, yes, the answer is yes. Is this person or the K2 reside with your beneficiary or your fiancé? Click yes. Okay? So I will show you now since we're done with it. So I will show now the page number 7, part number 2 and 39. Item number 39. So let's go back to page number 2 and number 7 so that you can see it. So we are in page number 13 now. So since we're done, so whatever that is lacking on on the page, like this, all you have to do is write it at the here. We are here now in number 7. So this is what I told you. This is part 2, page number 7, and this is item number 39 question. So item number 39 question, and then put it there, number 40. I mean, this is number 40. 40.A. So last name, given name, middle name, country of birth. Does this child reside with your beneficiary? Click yes. Okay? So that's it. It should be there 40.A. 40.A. It should be 40. So it should be here 40. The item number is 40 question dot A dot. That's it. So that's all. That's all that you can do. If you are not sure with all the info, all you have to do is download. After you download, put it there, I-129F. I just put it there, sample 2020. Okay? And then save. But if you are really sure with that, all you have to do is click this part in here. If you want to download, then download, click here. But if you are sure with everything, all the info in this petition, click print. Okay? After you print, you can go down and you can, after you print, since you can't write anything here, just use the black ball pen and write it legibly. So that's all. Thank you for watching, everyone. And if you have more questions, just comment down below. And I hope you learned something from this video. So those who want, since as you can see, it's 48 minutes, it's almost 1 hour that I'm explaining this petition I-129F at the USCIS application form. So since it's almost 1 hour, so it's really hard for me to use my phone for this, so that's why I just do it live. So thank you for watching, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye bye. If you have more questions, just comment down below. Have a nice day, and God bless everyone. Those who are petitioning your fiancé, I know how it feels, and it takes too long, like 3 to 6 months that you will be together, starting the petition from the start that you send it to the USCIS. Well, anyway, it's worth it that you will be together forever. That's all, and bye-bye. Have a nice day.